Greetings and welcome. In this video session, we will discuss about total or material or substantial derivatives for velocity. Okay, so good morning to all of you. Today's session we are going to discuss about the mathematical treatment, okay, about the fluid kinematics. So in a flow description method we have seen in the last session, that is first approach Eulerian approach and second approach Lagrangian approach. Eulerian approach is a field approach, means where we consider a vicinity, a region through which when the fluid is passing, then there is a change in the flow parameter, that with respect to time, means we have seen that velocity change, acceleration, okay, ax, ay, az, these are the three acceleration components along the x direction, y direction and z direction, okay. That in case of Lagrangian particle approach, particle means with respect to each particle in the flow, means that Lagrangian is traveling along with the flow and he is monitoring the change in the flow parameters. That is what Lagrangian approach. So with these two approaches, now here we need mathematical equation to express this change in the parameters. So that is why here we need to first of all understand that is what is mean by total or material or substantial derivative. There are three different names, okay. This is what derivative. Derivative is what mathematically derivative means there it gives change in a element with respect to some other element that we keep as a constant, okay. So here this total derivative is a complete equation, that is why it is called as total derivative. Material derivative means here we are taking change in the properties. Here maybe properties velocity, maybe pressure, maybe density, maybe temperature. All these changes are in the properties which are of the fluid, and fluid is considered here as a material. So that is why material derivative, okay, as it is a combination of local and convective. There are two parts of this total derivative equation which is we will have here at the end of this session, okay. That equation will have two parts. So one part is called as local derivative, another part is called as convection derivative, okay. Local means what? Local means with respect to time, and convection means what? Convective. Convective means in the space there are three parameters: x direction, y direction, z direction, okay. So these three will describe velocity. In a x direction velocity u, in a y direction velocity v, and in a z direction velocity w. U, v, w, these are the three velocities in respective direction x, y, z, okay. So there will be what? Du upon dx, that is a change in a velocity u in x direction, du upon dx. dv upon dx, that is what? Change in velocity v in x direction, dv upon dx. dw upon dx means what? Change in velocity in a z direction, dw, velocity dw, change in a velocity w, dw with respect to direction z, means that is dw upon dz. If you take x direction, dw upon dx, that in that way. So here will be around 9 components of the velocities, you know, 3 directions x, y, z and 3 velocities. So combinations will be 9. For every direction 3 velocity you can take, u, v, w. In that way also we will have. So that is why that total equation is called as total derivative, as it is of fluid, that is why material derivative. And substantial because it is a combination. It is a combination of local plus convective, that is why substantial derivative. So I think now you have got the basic of the equation, that is why total material substantial derivative. Now we will take here mathematical treatment here. So we will have here acceleration as per the discussion. Okay, acceleration component. Acceleration means what? Change in a velocity with respect to time. Okay, acceleration if you take along x direction, then how we can write it? Acceleration along x direction ax, and it is change in a velocity u, because along x direction we take velocity u. Okay, and with respect to time, its change we are taking with respect to time. So d upon dt. Now in this case, this is written in what way? Capital D we have taken. This capital D itself clears that it is a what? Total derivative. This capital D itself clears or indicates, express us that it is a total derivative. That is why capital D we have taken. Okay, so d upon dt. Now we can write the equation, how that we have seen in the last session, flow description method. So it is written u into change in x direction, that is d upon dx, plus v, velocity v. Okay, but here the multiplier is the same, uv plus w. These are the three velocities. Okay, these are the three velocities multiplied by, these are the changes, du upon dx, dv upon du upon dy, and here w into u, v, w are the three velocities, and with respect to x, y and z direction, change in velocity u. That is why d upon dx, d upon dy, d upon dz. We are writing the equation mainly for the velocity u, because we are taking that acceleration component in x direction. So these are the three elements which are with respect to space coordinate x, y, z, and last element is with respect to time. So that is why here last coordinate is du upon dt. Okay, and these are partial terms. That's why you have to write this in this way. Okay, now here for this is the equation what we write here for the velocity u. In this way, for any kind of variation, any means for any property variation, we can write this equation. If we take here efficiency eta, then at the place of u, what will come here? At every place of u we can write eta. If we take here pressure, at the place of u everywhere will be what? P, pressure, isn't it? In that way. So for variation of any field, we can have here the generalized form of the equation, that is d eta divided by dt is equal to, see here, u, v, w. These are the three velocities multiplied by here partial change in the variation. That is what? Suppose we take efficiency, then u into delta eta divided by delta x plus v into delta eta divided by dy plus w into delta eta divided by delta z. Okay, so in this way we can write the change in the variation. Okay, plus the last element, that is with respect to time, in this way. Okay, understood? So here you will see, here this is a covered portion of the equation. Okay, this is the covered portion of the equation. It is regarding with the space, it is regarding with the coordinate system, and this element is regarding with the space, time, with respect to time. Okay, now here we will have here general form that we call as a conservation form, conservation or conservative form. So write down, in conservative form means we have here this, we can write in the box. Okay, write this in the box because generalized. So this is in this way, change in efficiency with respect to time is equal to partial change. Here we will take the last term first of all, last term. Okay, it is called as local also, local term, plus for these three, these are the three, these are what? Space, in the space change. Okay, in a velocity. Okay, so for that we write this in this way, v bar. V bar means what? It is a vector, v bar, and the change in that we can write in this way, delta operator. We call this as a delta operator. Okay, or gradient operator. So write down here, where delta, this is the inverted sign of delta. So this is known as gradient operator. Gradient means what? Slope. When we get slope, when there is some change, variation. Okay, now we will have this, for this vector we will have here clarification. That clarification is what? Write down, velocity vector. Okay, velocity vector means v bar is equal to u into I hat plus v into j hat plus w into k hat. Vector, velocity vector form, v bar is equal to this v bar that we have taken for u, v and w velocities. I, j, k are with the hat. I, j, k are the scalar quantities. Summation of these in a vector form. That's why we write there as a hat at the head. I, j, k, hat. Okay. Now here next part is gradient field of eta. Eta means efficiency. We have taken here as an example efficiency. You can write this equation for the pressure, for the density, okay, temperature. In that way you can write. So gradient field of eta means efficiency. How we can write this? That is this delta operator or gradient operator, that is equal to same in this way, gradient operator. So change in a partial change in a efficiency with respect to x direction into I hat. Similarly, partial change with respect to y direction into j hat, and plus partial change in a z direction into k hat, in that way. Thus, operator for total derivative, write down thus. Operator for total derivative will be what? Capital D upon dt is equal to partial change with respect to time plus V bar into this gradient operator. Gradient operator. Now this equation will have three parts. This equation will have three parts. Now here we come to the point of our discussion, what we started, total, material or substantial derivative. Now here this part, this is called as total rate of change. Total rate of change. So here this total rate of change, all these are what? These are rate of change. Dabba upon dabba t, dabba d upon dt. These are all what? Change, rate of change. Okay, so that's why this is a total rate of change. Means this is actually total derivative. Okay, and this is local rate of change. Local rate of change. Local rate of change means what? With respect to time. The last element, local rate of change. First element, total rate of change. Now remains what? These three. These three are in the form of here what? V bar into gradient operator. V bar is what? This. Okay, vector quantity, and gradient operator is what? This. Okay, so here this is in the space. These three terms, these are covered three terms. These are in the space, Cartesian coordinate system, x, y, z. So that is why it is called as convective. For this Cartesian coordinate system, the change, it is called as convective rate of change. See, the terms are new for you, because in the fluid mechanics, here the fluid which is flowing in the pipe or in the open case canal, all these flow are coming to some change, and that change is not only in a single element, that change is in the 3-4 types element. So out of that, the change is there with respect to time, that is locally taking place. In the space, change is taking place, that is what? Convective change in the space x, y, z. And then sum of these two means convective and local, that complete change, that is called as total rate of change. Okay, so this is convective rate of change. Okay, now we will take help of this mathematical treatment to solve the problem. Okay, now this we have seen for the conservation form. This we have seen in the conservative form. There is one more form, that is called as non-conservative form. There is one more form, that is called as non-conservative form, that we will see. Okay, so have you understood first of all these terms? So here now we will see conservative and in non-conservative form. Non-conservative form. This will be what? Rate of change of velocity. Here we will take for the sample rate of change of velocity. You can take this pressure, density, temperature, etc. Rate of change of velocity along x, y, z directions. Okay, so now we will write along x direction rate of change of velocity means acceleration ax is equal to, by the basic it is what, capital D u, or you can take here v also, dv upon dt, dv upon dt. Now this is what? Total derivative. This total derivative will be summation of major two components, convective and local. Convective will be what? Convective we will write in the envelope. So convective means in the space change. Velocity u into du upon dx or del u upon del x plus velocity v into du upon dy plus velocity w into du upon dz. This is a three terms which are representing change in the space. Change in the space. This is what? Convective rate of change. These three terms are expressing convective rate of change. Plus last term or remaining term is what? Change, local change. Okay, so that is in this way. Local acceleration, last term. This we have equation for x direction. Similarly here equation will be y direction, third equation will be z direction. You can write also. Here you have to change only this u. In case of y, here what will come? V will come. Other things will be same. For z direction here what will come? W will come. So you can write on your own way. Okay, so ay acceleration, that is dv upon dt. Sorry, here you have to take u, here v, and here z. So write in this envelope u into dv upon dx plus v into dv upon dy plus w into dv upon dz plus dv upon dt. Okay, here again you can do this envelope for the convective rate of change terms. Here third equation on the z direction means velocity w, change, total change. Okay, that now we can have here u into dw or del w plus v into del w upon dabba y plus w into del w divided by dabba z plus This is a local term. Here also do this envelope. Okay. Now all these 9 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 9 terms all together are representing acceleration. Okay, that is what, which kind of acceleration? Convective acceleration. That is convective type acceleration. Okay, so here convective rate of change, convective rate of change, or convective acceleration. Okay, and these 3 terms, one, two, three. These 3 terms are representing change. That is local. Local acceleration or local rate of change. Local rate of change. Now in the numerical we will have to find these 9 terms in the numerical. Then we will be given values for x, y, z. That value we have to put in this 9 quantities, and then taking sum we will find these acceleration components. And finally then we have to find resultant component. Resultant component in what way? By taking the square root summation. Ax square plus ay square plus az square. That is what? Resultant acceleration. Okay, that we will take in numerical directly. Okay, so understood? In non-conservative form, rate of change of velocity along x, y, z direction, this x, y, z direction, these are the 3 acceleration components of total derivative in 2 parts. Envelope part is a convective or rate of change or convective acceleration, and the last elements, these are local acceleration or local rate of change. Okay. So at the end of this session, you can derive expression for total or material or substantial derivatives for velocity. Subscribe the channel for further video sessions. Thank you.